What up, people? It's P-City 56756. Look at links. Listen, this is a new part to my goddamn YouTube channel. This is called the news channel. This is called the news session. Just look at the playlist. I'm gonna put it in the news section. All right. So without further ado, we got another special announcement to make for y'all that didn't know. Your boy Nas Jones got a big venture coming up. I'm gonna let him tell it.
The future is not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy, it's opportunity, it's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers, not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business, this is legacy. And now, it's time to invest in us. Because the future doesn't ask for permission, it moves with purpose. From our chairman to our newest employee, we're committed to Queens. And in Queens, the future is now.
There you go, man. That's the top news for today out of everything. Y'all see it right there. I ain't gotta do much explaining, but I'm gonna tell you this. Nas is for the culture, bro. Nas is for the culture. And in order to be relevant and stay relevant for the culture, you gotta make moves like this. Rapping is not just it. Rapping is not just it. Rapping is a way, hip hop is a way, the art is one way just to get some dividends and make a move. Go somewhere with peace and serenity, and you could think. And you could build the future. Make a legacy, man. That's all it's about. To build. Yeah. But you gotta destroy all the bad habits, all the bad situations, all the bad people before you start rebuilding. That's why it's called Destroy and Rebuild. Get me. So yeah, that was the Nas segment of City's News, City Talks. So let's get into it. N.O.R.E on Drink Chaps. No, sorry. N.O.R.E on Charlemagne, The Breakfast Club, explaining how he got on the Firm album and he had his own track by himself on the Firm album.
Right, and I'm like, how the hell did N.O.R.E get a record on the Firm album by himself? Make it make sense. I was like, I never asked N.O.R.E that.
Well, a lot of people don't know, Nas was on our War Report, the first album, and he was on a record called Music Make the Thugs Calm Down.
Music make the thugs calm down.
For whatever reason, we couldn't clear it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have money back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mixtape though.
Yeah, but that didn't count. You needed it on the album. You know what I'm saying? So Nas wanted to pay me back, and I was in that like little purgatory like in hip hop at the time, and Nas was like, yo, I want to put you on the Firm album. This was before like they kind of even announced it. So he was like, yo, I'm going to Miami. I'm gonna meet you in my you go meet us in Miami. And whatever Instagram was back then, them niggas was in Miami, they ain't bring me. And I was like, oh. And then a month later, he called me and was like, yo, meet me in LA. And we went to LA and I recorded I'm Leaving. I'm Leaving was originally on Capone and Noriega's War Report album. And Trash shut it down. Trash was like, that's whack. It's,
that was a single.
Trash thought it was I'm Leaving was whack?
That was a single.
I'm Leaving was whack.
Trash, you talk about Tragedy Gaddafi from Queensbridge. You know what I mean? AKA, well, he was Intelligent Hoodlum first. And then, he's like Jay-Z era. When Jay-Z was out with Hawaiian Sophie, he was out with Intelligent Hoodlum and shit like that. Let's get back to it.
That's my man.
Yeah.
But he thought it was whack, and So we never used it. And when I got to the studio, I believe Dr. Dre was the engineer, and he was like, "You got something?" And that's why to this day I always, show Nature love, is because that was Nature's session. But yeah, that's how that happened. So like Nas and that record and Big Pun record really set off my solo career. I used to rhyme in Envy's basement.
And why wasn't it a single? Because it's one of the
Steve Scott was hating, man. Come on, of course. Nah, just playing. You know what is crazy? Like me and Nas spoke about this recently. That was one of the hottest street records there was. Like, and I wasn't smart enough to like go out there and do my own video. I wasn't, but I did, I did take the accolades that came with it. It changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like being on a firm project that was Nas, Foxy, AZ, and Cormega, All Nature, whichever one you want to pick at the time. But that was the hottest group in the world. For me to have a record on that album,
world at that time,
it set off my whole career.
Yeah, Firm at one time was the hottest group out besides Wu. Wu was a 9, 10, 11 member team and shit, but you got Foxy, you got Cormega, you got AZ, and you got Nas, and then you got Nature. Bro, I don't know why the Firm album didn't bust. Pause. However, shit happens with music, man. But nobody could say that's not a classic fucking album. Once again, P-City 5-6, everything 5-6. This is the news session of the situation. I gotta find a news name for my playlist because it's going in the playlist. City News or City Talks. One of them. We're about to jump into this Remy Ma situation. If y'all remember, her son is about to start trial for murder.
A 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021.
Tonight, we are learning that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jason Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria.
As she's going to the courthouse, she bucks into my boy who got murdered daughter. Let me show you what happened.
Right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. No makeup. But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up?
Yo, how old is Remy? Let me see how old Remy is. Give me a second, people. Let me see how old Remy is. Cause all that head nodding shit that these young fuckers be doing. All right, y'all see this right here, man. Y'all see what it says. Remy Ma is 45, man. She's giving me Jim Jones vibes.
Say you sound like you a little hot.
But you wasn't. No makeup. But you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? Oh, okay.
So yeah, this raggedy ass fucking bitch Remy, like, girl, like you would have thought I did something to you. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. I can never hug him. I can never kiss him. I can never say nothing else to him. You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug on him. You can say whatever. The fact of the matter is that I see this fucking lady, and she's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell y'all ice grilling as if her son was the victim. Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, bitch, nobody did nothing to you, you fucking gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly ass. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back, bitch. Like, what are we doing here?
What's that?
Come around the corner. You're really not fucking...
It felt like she did the head movement.
Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner. Acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly ass. Then you acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you don't want to go back, bitch. Like, what are we doing here? Come around the corner.
Yeah,
you're really not fucking crazy. Tough. Like, bitch is mad pussy. Like...
She said come around the corner.
Right now.
She said, Remy, bend that corner, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Bend that motherfucking corner. Bend that corner, Remy. That's what she said. You want to be talking all this hot shit. Doing your face like all this shit. I blame Little Kim for that shit. little kid can fuck. Anyway, people, let's get back. Let's get into it, man. That's what's going on in the hip hop news right now. But there's some other news going on that happened in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, that I want to share with you guys. What's been going on in New York? They're younger and younger, not giving a fuck, not understanding Big Brothers is all over. Like, their mentality is crazy. And this is happening during Pride fucking a month or a week or whatever the fuck that is, you know what I mean? So let's get into it and see what the fuck these and these carpet dealing with. No pun intended.
Girl opened fire during an argument
Sunday night, gunfire breaking out in a crowd of teens.
Police now say a 16-year-old girl opened fire during an argument between two groups, and instead of hitting her target, she shot an innocent bystander.
A 16-year-old. And I heard this story too, but I just didn't get the whole situation. But a 16-year-old.
Remy Ma is in the village with the latest.
Dick and Jessica, police say although the shooting was not connected to Pride, a 17-year-old victim who was here enjoying the festivities was shot in the thigh. Investigators say they're surprised more people were not injured.
It's not connected to Pride. Shit is crazy. Let's get into the bull. Let's get into this bullshit. Let's see what else.
Police now say a 16-year-old girl opened fire during an argument between two groups, and instead of hitting her target, she shot an innocent bystander. Zania Maldonado is in the village with the latest.
Dick and Jessica, police say although the shooting was not connected to Pride, a 17-year-old victim who was here enjoying the festivities was shot in the thigh. Investigators say they're surprised more people were not injured. Police say around 10 p.m. Sunday, a 16-year-old girl was with a group of friends when she fired at a male that was in a rival group of teens.
Weaves her way through the crowd, very determined to get to that male.
Rival group. What was that? The LG against the QT? What is it? LGBTQT? Niggas got alphabet wars going on here. Hey, let's go, baby.
Walks right up to the crowd.
Police say around 10 p.m. Sunday, a 16-year-old girl was with a group of friends when she fired at a male that was in a rival group of teens.
Weaves her way through the crowd, very determined to get to that male. Walks right up to him, places the gun within inches to his face, pulls the trigger twice, and I don't know how he didn't get shot.
Instead, police say she struck a 17-year-old girl in the thigh who was an innocent bystander from New Jersey.
She had no connection to the shooter, and she had no connection to the previous fight that was taking place. She was in New York City to celebrate the Pride Parade.
Police say as the group the 16-year-old girl was with ran from the scene, an unidentified male in the same group took out his gun, fired randomly, striking several food carts, and unintentionally shot her in the head.
What?
She drops to the floor, and she is abandoned by the group. She is left there by herself. She's taken to Bellevue Hospital, where she's currently in critical condition.
Police say the 16-year-old's gun and multiple shell casings were located right near the Gristedes Super.
Wait. We gotta pull that up. So they saying that the 16-year-old girl pulled out the burner, trying to hit this dude in his face because she aimed at his face and his head, missed, hit the next female, ran, and the group she with ran, and a dude pulled out a burner and started busting and shot the 16-year-old who shot the 17-year-old in the head? Is it me, or does it seem like the detective work is kind of crazy? But we'll figure it out. I don't want to say it's not true because the world is crazy. Anything can happen. I'm not surprised about nothing, especially when it comes to fucking Brooklyn. But let's hear this again.
This fight that was taking place. She was in New York City to celebrate the Pride Parade.
Police say as the group the 16-year-old girl was with ran from the scene, an unidentified male in the same group took out his gun, fired randomly, striking several food carts, and unintentionally shot her in the head.
She drops to the floor, and she is abandoned by the group. She is left there by herself. She's taken to Bellevue Hospital, where she's currently in critical condition.
Police say the 16-year-old's gun and multiple shell casings were located right near the Gristedes supermarket. Neighbors describe hearing the gunshots.
That I just heard a couple of pops and then some screaming. Heard a commotion and looked outside my window and saw a bunch of cops headed to the area.
Police say there was a third victim, a 17-year-old girl who suffered a laceration to the chest, although police say the teen has not been cooperative with their investigation. Investigators say a motive for the shooting has not been determined, and they are still searching for that unidentified male shooter who fled westbound along Sheridan Square wearing a black face mask.
Yo, man, stay out the streets, all right? We ain't got time for this shit. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy, because the situation is, yo, there's big brothers everywhere, man. The cameras everywhere, and they still doing what they doing. What's going on with that, man?